Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife's father, Paropo, is alleged to have, been very, very upset, and that he laid the cause that as a father, if a child says that they will never learn, they will learn the hard way. That these women who have refused to give them peace in the palace, that it will sure never ever be well with them. Now, what made Paropo, who is a perfect gentleman, the most understanding man of all times, a great man, what will make Paropo say this? They say that, as it is alleged, that Igbi, BLUBLO, and Gospel were in an unholy gang up against Paropo, following Paropo's assertion that they will leave the palace of the Ooni of Ife for Queen Naomi one by one. They said because he said that, remember what happened. If you have followed the trend, what had happened was that Kabiyesi got very, very upset, irritated, as he was trying to probe Blow on what happened, like what she was trying to bring into the palace, because of course they found out that what had happened to the Range Rover had a spiritual undertone. And for that to have happened right at the gate of the palace of the Ooni of Ife, everybody knew that they obviously were trying to bring something they were not supposed to bring into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. And traditionally, they have things that protect and guide. And again, Yanifa, who just left the palace, did some reinforcement right there in the palace, okay? That the fortification was something else. Palace that was so fortified that they said they were setting fire around the palace, the corners, the four corners of the palace. It was burning with the smoke carrying stuff all over the palace. Now, if you are not, what do you call, Agwatrumbe, how is it possible that you will have an audacity to want to penetrate that palace again with something after what you have seen? Because the eye says that when you see something, you should sometimes be afraid. They tried it again, and this time, they got to see that Iyamifa was not just bluffing. Now, when Ooni of Ife brought out his ancient sword, and lifted it up against BLUBLO, and BLUBLO went on the ground. Kabiyesi said, what did you bring? What were you trying to bring in again to hurt my lovely wife, Queen Naomi? What has she ever done to you? She went straight to the ground. She said, Kabiyesi, it's a bit. That is BLUBLO that gave me a bit that she brought from Hash in Saudi Arabia. And Ooni was so upset, as it is rumored and alleged. And they said it was then that Paropo, apparently when everything was happening, they had already put a call across to Paropo. They said it was Dr. Elizabeth that put that call across. Paropo was on his way. So as this was happening, Paropo had entered. Paropo now held Kabiyesi's hand down, telling Kabiyesi to calm down. That they are already done with everything that is going on. That they already know that the gods have told Kabiyesi to hold his peace, that they are fighting for him, that all these women will go out between now and December. They will go one after the other, that Kabiyesi should not do something that will give them an opportunity to begin to call his name again. Look at that was how Dr. Akandesa was pushing him. As at the day that he brought that royal ancient sword, that if he had placed the curse on Akande and the next day Akande died, they would have said it was him. That he should allow these women. If they want to do duties, let them do whatever they want to do, let them do. The most important thing is that his Queen Naomi is there with him. That they will go. And so when he said this, these women got really upset over the fact that Paropo now said that they will go one after the other. What were you expecting? That a man will hug you, give you a kiss, say, well done, thumbs up, you're fighting for your right. Keep fighting, keep doing this. Yeah. So because of that, They entered an unholy gang up against Paropo. Following the assertion that they would leave one after the other. And when Paropo found out, Paropo gave them the warning of their life. That they have been doing this, their madness, this their grace, this their colomenta. That the worst part, where they will get it all wrong, is trying to do it with him. And now, have you seen that gospel is indeed part of them? Gospel has joined them. The thing is that if you want to fight, show your face and fight confidently. Do not act as though you are not part of the fight when you know that indeed you are part of the fight. It's good that we all know where gospel belongs now. Before, she was pretending she was here, she was there. We all know where they all belong right now. So they said that Paropo warned them. You know that they said that anyhow when we say okra rich, the owner of the okra go bring the okra down and go pluck the okra. Paropo said, you guys are all children to me. That your crest should not come anywhere near me. Because if it does, I will show you Pepe, Ntokonekpo, all joined together. Don't try it with me. And as long as you have said that you will never let Kabiyesi drink water and draw cup, it will never be well with you. You will be turning left, right, and center, back and forth, moving from pillar post to intergalactic movement. And that is where it's going to be because, yes, it will never be well with you. They said that was the curse that Paropo laid on them. My question is that who is giving these women the audacity? This is the first time I'm going to see that. You come into a traditional community, people who have, ways of doing their things, you're not afraid. You think that you can do anything and walk away with it. How dare you? Who you be? Who are you? How I be? You finish with Kabiyesi, you want to enter his papa, they fear. Oginidi, what happen? They say when Paropo finished laying that course, they said the man poured wine on the ground for the ancestors. And that was how elders, they answered in their language, the language that they understand. Like the Igbo people will say, he say. The Yoruba people, I don't know how they say it, but they say they answered. Everybody was in agreement with Paropo because it is too much. What is it? Stay, one stay. Go, one go. What is it? Now, if this story is true, this is what we are hearing. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.